Yeah, on my computer, I have a trash file. Not a recycle bin or a trash bin, but a file. That's not titled trash, it's titled I can't put this shit on YouTube. And so I put run out videos that are really, really sloppy and really, really bad. But then I always wind up publishing them because, we learn more through mistakes than we do doing everything perfect. Hopefully, some of us, this is how we learn. We learn by making mistakes. We can watch other people make mistakes, but until we actually do it ourselves, we're not, we think we're learning, but we're not really learning. But so anyway, the point is, if I just publish videos where I'm just doing everything perfect and running out and just, every shot is easy because I'm getting perfect position and I could do that. But it's not reality. We're all human. We all screw things up. We all got to find other ways to do things. We all got to learn through making mistakes. And I got news for you guys. These pros, although they're fabulous at what they do, they make mistakes, man. They do it all the time. Just turn on YouTube and go watch it. So the thing about them is they do it less than the rest of us. So, I dug these two videos, these two clips that you're going to watch. Out of my I ain't putting this shit on YouTube folder. And here they are. Let's learn something. In the first game, the break was good and solid, but the bounce of the balls left a cluster on the left-hand side of the table right in front of the side pocket. And this is rare, but it does happen, and this cluster includes the one ball, so the only viable shot that I can see is the billiard from the 1 to the 7 to make the 7 in the side, which is not the problem. The problem is where is the one ball going to end up, and where's the cue ball going to end up, and we absolutely have to get a shot on the 1 to get us to the right side of the table in order to have a decent shot on the 2 ball in order to get back on the 4. So it's already very, very complicated right from the break. So I take care of the situation and open up the whole rack, and I'm believing, well, the rest of this rack is going to be simple. I've already got it, and that premature celebration leaves me with a completely lost focus. I drew it too far back when I shot the 2, leaving me on the wrong side of the 4 ball. And as they say, it just keeps getting worse and worse, doesn't it? In an effort to put left-hand English on this and just go 2 rails way back up table and to get on the right side of the 5 ball in order to have another basically simple out, I wind up colliding with the 8 ball, and the 8 ball does go in the pocket, leaving me nothing but the 5 and the 9, but look what we have. So naturally, you kind of try to regroup and keep your head, but the truth is, I already lost my head. I already lost this game. And at first, I don't. Something's going on. It's got to be my concentration or my confidence or my stroke is just terrible. Whatever it is, it was like this all day, and it's just completely embarrassing. And it was in my trash folder before the trash. My don't put this on YouTube file. Just get past it, build up more more videos, and just throw this crap away. But there's a lot to learn here, folks. And at first, I call this five ball in the bottom left-hand corner, which would be this corner right here. But then I realized, if I do that, the cue ball is going to get away from me. And although you can make the 9 ball from anywhere on the table, why would you leave yourself a hard shot? So I want to hold this cue ball. I want to hold this bank. I want to hold it to the top of the table and on the top rail. So the 9 is just a poke. So I shoot a stop shot at an angle with this. I have like 1/3 of a ball. But when you shoot a stop shot on an angled ball, it's going to, number one, it's going to move a little bit. You have the right idea, but it's also going to throw the object ball. And instead of making it in the bottom right-hand corner, which I later call, I made it in the right-hand side pocket. So I missed this ball by what is it, four and a couple inches. 4 feet and a couple inches. It's just, yeah, let's go watch it. Right back. Actually, 5 up here. Supposed to shoot it up here.
Oh well, only getting all. There.
That's pretty fucking thin.
Why do you do that, John?
That's Alright, we have another game coming up, and it's just not much prettier, but again, we did learn, and number one is I gotta keep my focus, and I gotta pay closer attention to details. That has got to be done right now. And of course, the old ancient lesson, which I've gone over hundreds of times on this YouTube channel, is don't get on the wrong side of the object ball, and that's just basic. Everybody here should know that. And one more quick thing, because banks do come up a lot in both 8 ball and 9 ball, and they're the two most popular games. A 1/3 stop shot on a bank will greatly widen the angle. Just know that for now. And this is the start of the second game, and right after the break, and immediately we can see the 6-8 tie up, because I want to shoot this 6 ball in the left hand side instead of trying to get from the 5 ball to the short side of the 6. This over here would be the long side, so we need to break out either that 8 or that 6 just to get that pocket for the 6 ball. And at that, you should be out, right? Shouldn't be a problem. And I also know that the 3 ball shot is the place where I'm going to, take care of that breakout and just fly through this rack like it was nothing. So here's where I do it, and the rest of the rack is basic, right? If the ball's broken out, you have a free pocket for the 6 ball, and go ahead and proceed on the rack. So I get on the 6 ball, and that's when I notice that I didn't break it out, that side hand pocket is still blocked by the 8 ball. And I just, once I hit it and once I knocked it out, I didn't pay any more attention to it, and this was the downfall of the whole game. So it's an embarrassing mistake. All I had to do, and I did walk behind it, and I did look at it, but I didn't see that the 8 was in the way. Really amateur, really stupid, really loss in concentration, loss in detail. And when you start to become a run-out player, you tend to do this. Your brain gets a little bit lazy. It's time to sharpen it up and take care of it right now.
What's it look like?
How do I get mixed up?
Why are you hiding? Oh, thank you.
9 ball.
Well, yeah.
You wait always here. I know. I should have attacked you left. Now you're not very left-handed player. Nice! Miss! Me too.
And this 4-ball shot, it's a much better idea than what I did to come down on this side of the 5 and try to walk the line into making the 5 in the side and rolling up on the 6. I know it's a little bit tight here, but it's a better idea than rolling the 9, which is inevitably what I did.
I know. It was close.
Brilliant shot.
Keep practicing. You know what's a day. Waiting. Nice. One. Almost. This one. 2. 3.
If people that really want to be great and have potential to be great and have the heart to be great, they go straight to the top. And they're right there with the Shane Van Bonings and the Federgorst and Justin Bergman and all these guys, and they see themselves in that group of the best players in the world. And they're all in, and that strategy can suddenly be very defeating. And it's suddenly like, these guys are absolutely perfect. I will never be this good, no matter how hard I try, no matter what I do. I will never, ever be in that group of people, and it can absolutely crush you. So, with no plan B in life, you've given everything to being a pool player, and suddenly you're sitting there trying to justify thinking that you're nothing but a dreamer, that you're never going to get as great as these guys. So it can absolutely crush you. It can crush everything about you. You can wind up in a hospital or on dope or drinking yourself to death or worse. I think a lot of them don't realize that they're watching the finals of the biggest tournaments in the world. They're watching the very best players at their very best. They're watching the elite players who have not just sacrificed but just did all the work and did everything they had to do, and they were playing 70 hours a week before this tournament started. They're in dead stroke. They can't miss, and they're playing their best. And I don't think it dawns on that player with potential who is actually doing what they're doing is actually defeating them and convincing them that they can't get there. You have to be real careful with your next few steps in life and what you decide to do from there. And they do screw up. But they learned, and maybe they learned faster. They learned, they screwed up, and it's like, you'll see them get pissed or roll their eyes or whatever, because they learned this when they were 12 years old, and you didn't. You did. You could have, but you didn't. And you didn't because you didn't have an instructor behind you teaching you how to teach yourself not to do this anymore. And I think that's where I come in. That's my purpose here on YouTube. To remind you not to give up on yourself. And to see things as they really are, not what they seem on YouTube. And that's why I decided to publish this video.